Welcome to this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live, the show which ensures that you profit from your time spent here with experts, either through the industry insights, information, or simply learning from them. And before I move forward, may I request you to subscribe, follow, like, and comment on whichever platform you're watching or listening to this show on. And today we have Zaiba Umer Sarang, co-founder of iThink Logistics. Welcome to the show, Zaiba.
Hi, thank you, Ajay, for having me here. It's really being a pleasure to be part of your podcast. Really excited. So I'll start
Thank you so much.
introducing myself.
Yeah,
Hello,
carry on.
everyone. This is Zaiba Sarang. I'm co-founder of iThink Logistic, and we are an AI-based multi-carrier shipping platform. It's like a single and simple tool to automate e-commerce sellers' shipping needs. In simple word, we are Uber for logistics. One side, we have all the e-commerce logistic partners associated with us, like Delivery, Blue Dart, ExpressBees, Ecom Express, etc. And on the other side, we have all the D2C brands or small, medium enterprise sellers who want to ship their product in across the India. And through our recommendation engine or through our platform, we help them to choose the best partner according to their need. So this is what we do in a nutshell. We serve around 27,000 serviceable pin code pan India. We have sellers who are operating from across India altogether, shipping their products to tier 2, tier 3 cities as well. And if we talk about our starting, like we started in 2017 with five co-founders. Now we are a team of 200 plus, and we are on mission or vision to solve e-commerce sellers logistic problem altogether.
Right, right, Zaiba. So I just wanted to understand. You see, you are taking care of the sales wing, entire sales wing of, I think logistics, uh, and you have a great experience on that. You have also founded a company before. Now, in
Right.
terms of logistics, in terms of pin codes, a lot of companies keep talking about reaching so many pin codes across the country. Yours is 26,000, 27,000 pin codes. Now, from
Right.
a from a sales perspective, and from a customer perspective, I wanted to understand what is your logistics all about. Is it, and I'm talking from an industry perspective, is it more about reaching as many pin codes as possible, or is it about customer satisfaction? Want to understand it purely from the way you look at it and understand it.
Got it. So, Ajay, if we talk about our offerings, we are focusing or we are providing services to e-commerce sellers. If we focus or if we talk especially on increasing the number of seller, that is one part. On the other side, the increasing or getting the more pin code serviceability by the service provider is the another part. So what
Right.
I personally take care in this organization, increasing the number of sellers which we have as of now. So the count of sellers which are using our platform is around 10,000 active user who are using our platform on day to day basis,
Right.
and with them we are doing around 30,000 daily shipments. So that is our focus, to increase the number of sellers altogether. Increasing the
Right.
pin code is not under our territory because that is managed by the service provider, but yes, that do play an important role because the maximum number of pin codes will be able to serve the maximum orders we can generate out of the same customer base.
Right. Right. Why I asked this question, Zaiba, was a lot of small businesses, small of individual entrepreneurs who are in deep corners of the country. They use services like yours
Mhm.
as well as your competitors, and that is where, because if there is one cancellation, those people lose money in this process. And that
Exactly,
is where I
exactly.
asked about customer satisfaction. If you ask me, I do have a bit of understanding about how some of these, you can say, marketplaces or aggregators they work, and sometimes it is a not so great experience, and that leads to uh, concerned that how will this go forward. There are more and more services coming up, more and more companies into logistics, especially e-commerce logistics coming up, and whether they are adding value to the customer, or is it just one more alternative. That is why I asked, and that is where my next question is that what is the differentiator? Your company is completed 5 years now, 2017 till now. So what
Yeah.
is the differentiator that you bring to the customers across the country? And also, you're serving so many countries, 180 countries, if I understand, through your partner. So help us understand so that people can decide that you are a place that they would like to be associated with.
Very interesting question, Ajay, and that's what where I think logistic plays a very important role in the e-commerce sellers' shipping journey. So when we have started this organization, we have identified a very important problem which was faced by major and most of the seller, which was higher return. Like if they are shipping, because in India before COVID, people were still preferring COD as a preferred mode of payment for getting the shipments delivered at their doorsteps. Though
Right.
after COVID, the scenario has changed little bit, but yes, India is cash-rich company, so people still believe in doing a transaction in cash mode, and because it was in cash-heavy intensive transaction, the shipments ship, which was getting dispatched from the sellers and was not getting delivered to the customer because of logistic inefficiency and coordination gap between the logistic partner and the customer. So, what as an I think logistic we have created? We have created our patented NDR technology. Ajay, I'll just emphasize here on the term NDR, which means non-delivery report, because if
Right.
people are e-sellers, they will be able to understand. But for the normal audience, NDR stands for non-delivery report. So, what happened in every shipments? The logistic company give the maximum 3 attempts to get the shipments delivered. After 3 attempts, they will not do any fourth attempt henceforth. So we have to get result, or like whether to get the shipments delivered in maximum in 3 attempts. So what happened after the first attempt got failed by logistic partners? It got it comes in the bucket called undelivered shipments. It's neither written not delivered. It's into undelivered. So what we do, I think logistic plays an important role in those undelivered shipments. So we identified there might be certain issues or status, certain challenges because of which the shipment is not delivered. That is certain statuses like customer not available, customer cancel the order, customer asks for delay delivery, customer address is incorrect or not locatable, etc. So all these issues or all these challenges we have solved through our tech. So what we do, each uh, remark or each statuses have certain actions to be performed on that panel, on their NDR tool. So we take that complete. We have done that completely automation in those scenario where we communicate with the customer like buyer through IVR call, through WhatsApp, through SMS, and we
Right. I think there is a bit of a tech issue down there, but we'll just hang on for this thing to come back. It's a nice discussion going on, a lot of information. Uh, so let's just wait for her to be back. Zaiba, can you hear me? Is there a bit of a issue? Okay, I'm sure she'll be back and we'll carry on with this discussion. It's a very interesting development, a lot of developments happening in the e-commerce industry. So let's just hang on for a bit, and in the meantime, we'll be just talking about, what. KJ Masterclass stands about. Uh, we try to bring, it's a global platform, but hosted from India, and we try and bring as many, you know, people who have got knowledge about their business, about their things. Zaiba is back, so we'll just get her onto the platform.
So-
Yes,
Sorry,
Zaiba,
Ajay.
it is perfectly all right.
Sorry,
You
there
know
was
that we are all humans,
sorry there
and
was
this is, yeah, we are all humans, and it is perfectly all right to be. That shows that we are talking about people, and we are also one of them. Carry on with your insights. Yeah, you were telling us about NDR.
yeah. So on the different statuses, our system taken actions and all. Right. So our system takes action on different statuses what we have received from the logistic company, and we make sure the shipments should, if customer or buyer are interested to take the shipment, it should get delivered to them. And
Right.
all the entire action which we have taken through our NDR system or tool, we show the complete history transparently to the seller, like what all actions we have taken, whether we will be able to add value to your to get the shipments delivered or not. They can just see everything transparently through our platform. So
Okay.
along with
Okay.
aggregation, providing them a right or suitable partner to get the shipments delivered, we are also more focusing on getting the shipments delivered to the end consumer.
Okay. Okay. And then there
I
is
hope,
a,
Ajay, I will be able to.
yes, yes, you are perfectly very clear and very able to make us understand about where the differentiator lies for you people and as well as for the customers. Another differentiator I would like to understand
Right.
for our audience is about the concept of a dedicated key account manager. Now, that is something different
Hmm.
that I have seen. I've not seen with other players till now. They do call, but those calls are, I guess, more
Hmm.
reactive and less of, activeness. So please help us understand what about the dedicated key account manager.
Got it. So, key dedicated key account manager. There are. I want to specify in more detail. Uh, One with regards to the aggregation. So, what happened if I am working with multiple logistic partners separately? I have to communicate with different point of contact to get any of my shipments statuses or delivered or any challenges. I have to talk to delivery guys separately. I have to talk to Blue Dart guys separately. Here, if they are working with the aggregator or they are working with iThink logistics, they will be getting a single point of contact to whom they
Right.
can share their problems related to any shipment. That is one aspect, single point of contact we provide. And the another important essence to is we do also provide them a key account manager, which
Okay.
is not like, because what we believe, Ajay, e-commerce, though it's a standard process altogether, shipment is dispatching, it's getting delivered with the multiple challenges and multiple steps, etc. But each and every e-commerce brand have their own different essence altogether. It's not at all one shoes fits all. So what we
Right.
believe as an iThink logistic, we don't want to work with them as their logistic partner. In
Okay.
fact, we wanted to work with them as their own logistic team. So where if it is a partner vendor relation, it's like मैंने ये कर लिया, I have done my job, now it's your responsibility to get it, ball it at your court. But if you're working as a team, we all are together in one specific goal or one specific problem to be solved for the seller, which is like if they are facing higher return, we'll be focusing more on their NDR part. If few sellers are more focused on getting their shipments picked up on time, like this do happen. If they were working directly with the logistic company, that pickups were not happening on time. But when we came into picture, we had to make sure that pickup should happen on time, with proper coordination, etc. There are few customers who comes to us and they say like we do have a high weight escalation problem. So we work on with them and get this sorted out for them. This is especially for brands who have higher number of orders, because they find this is very huge challenge to be managed by their own team. So we comes into place and we work with the logistic company and we work with the brands as their own team and get the things sorted out for them. And we do have experts in our team. What happen if they have some teammates will not able to communicate, like what we do, we communicate directly with the pickup boy also or delivery boy also. If any issue happens, escalation happens, we also communicate to the higher management or authority. We have, because of the power of aggregation, the power of volume, we will be able to communicate with them, and we will be able to get the problem sorted of our sellers. So key account
Right.
manager, what they does for this is especially for enterprise customer I'm talking about.
Right.
What we do, we take a monthly or weekly review with them. We understand their performance, we understand their challenges. Like if they are facing some certain issue with our team, certain issue with specific logistic company, logistic partner, we we present the entire report on analytics to them. We ask for their feedback and get this implemented or get this sorted out for them.
Okay. Okay. So help us understand if there is a problem with a particular shipment from a seller, and
Mm-hmm.
he may not be such a big seller that he's an enterprise customer, but maybe who ships maybe 4 or 5 orders in a month, or 10 orders in a month. If a person like that has a problem with the shipment has not reached to the customer, and there is a bit of a panic because, as I said, that there is a fear of loss of revenue, loss of money.
Right,
In
right,
that
right.
situation, how does it work? Does he get in touch with with your team, or is there a key account manager for that? And does he connect? He has to connect with your platform partners, like, or logistics partners. How does it
Mm-hmm.
work? Because it is a difficult situation for them, and
Mm.
suddenly there are several issues. It crops up that suddenly the seller, after the delivery, gets a report of the dimensions different, of the weight was different, and the seller is like, instead of say 75 rupees, they have suddenly their charge has gone down to 175 rupees, and that's again a big concern because they work on very thin margins. And
Got
that
it.
is, I
Right.
guess, this sort of customer differentiation, customer satisfaction differentiator is the key that is going to take this industry forward. Please help us understand
Yes.
this.
Sure. Ajay, thank you for putting out this question, and I was not able to answer in previous question properly. So the first part which I have explained you, that is for enterprise customers. We do provide a key account manager to small customers as well, where they can directly reach out to their scope. So what we have divided, what we have done, we have created our customer base into three different buckets. One is enterprise. So enterprise customer is managed by different key account managers. Second one is the mid-tail customer, which give us daily shipments, but not that much. But they do also require certain attention from the account manager or from the point of contact. So that is into another bucket. The last one which we have is a long tail customer. Long tail customer means they don't give us shipments daily, but then too they require a spoke or they have certain challenges which needs to be addressed by the team. So we have different account manager and different teams which manages their challenges. Because a seller who does one shipment in a day or 10 shipments in a month, they need a very granular level attention. They really get hyper if any challenges come. On the other side, if the shipment seller is doing around 100 orders in a day, they know the challenges will be different because they have optimized the entire process. They know they will come they will come at this time to get the shipments pick up. If the seller is doing 10 shipments in a month, they don't know कि भाई कब pick up के लिए आएगा. So they
Right.
find it very
Right.
they are
And
very impulsive.
sorry to interrupt, but यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ी बात ये है कि बहुत सारे sellers, they are from a very nominal background, from a rural background. People who
Right.
are into handicraft, handloom, and so much of stuff. So वो टेक को इस तरीके से नहीं समझते हैं. वो प्लेटफॉर्म को जरूर समझते हैं, समझ गए हैं, बट आजकल हर दिन किसी ना किसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे चेंजेस हो रहे हैं. So once, by the time they understand your system, it is like they want to be stable about it. And suddenly, if people talk to them in too much of tech language, they will not understand it. And I think that is going to be a disadvantage if we are not doing dealings with them in a humane manner, but more in a tech manner. Tech should be enabler and it should not be a leading them to a disadvantageous position. I'm asking you because you see, you are a computer science degree holder, and then also
Right.
you are looking after sales. You have a management degree, management, diploma, Indian School of Business. Okay. And then you have also been on Goldman Sachs 10,000 Women Ambassador Program. So you have got a great background in terms of understanding, in terms of tech. And I'm very happy to see a person like you as a sort of an example of women empowerment, intelligence, and somebody who will bring a lot of understanding on the ground. And especially, there are so many women entrepreneurs on the ground. So please help us understand how exactly you look at this business. Would you like to look at it from a artificial intelligence sort of a platform, from a sales sort of a platform, for a business which has to become another unicorn, or something that you would like to be a differentiator for millions and millions of people on the ground who are so very dependent on platforms like yours? Please take your time to and answer this.
Thank you, Ajay, for giving the background of mine very beautiful way. I want to get back to history of my own personal journey, why I have started this entrepreneurship altogether, and then getting into I think logistic part. So
Right.
I came from a very humble background. Like, I have done my schooling in Urdu medium, and I in fact got a scholarship to complete my education with the one NGO which is based out of Mumbai, which helped me to get my graduation completed with their funds, etc. And honestly, that support from the ecosystem which I got, or from the society which I got, that gave me a very passion about solving this problem or helping the people at larger extent. Now, I think logistics, this business is one of the aspects where we are solving the e-commerce sellers problem, and on the other side, we are also empowering, we are also giving employment to the people into the society, and plus we have also we have also taken some small fund from our business, which we use it from this year, which we use that fund to educate people and help them in the medical expense. So my own and larger vision, if I talk about, is to solve this overall problem at larger extent. We are not here just to make money. We are not here just to make a unicorn out of this business. We are not here just to help or empower a seller. We are here to uplift as many as people we can through our platform, through our in giving them employment, through helping them with our funds to get education, etc. That's what I personally believe, and that's what I wanted to do that. And as you told, women empowerment, and plus coming from that background where just thinking of getting into entrepreneurship was not at all easy for me at all. It was a very challenging and roller coaster ride altogether till date. Managing and challenging situation happens, but this one boost, which is one passion, which is like to solve and give back to the society, that drives me personally, and I follow that very rigorously, irrespective of anything happens to me.
Right. Right, Zaiba. Now, understanding again from a customer's perspective, Zaiba, there are several competitors of yours who are aggregators, platforms, but they have the same service providers. You can call it,
Right.
all those logistics partners, you can say, whether it is nationally, either it's a delivery or any other platform that is there. Now, among so many marketplaces or places or your competitors, you people provide options, whether you can go for express bees, delivery, or e-com express, whatever it is. You provide those options on your platform for a customer to choose from them. But at the same time, these individual platforms also are taking orders. How does a customer know what is the best price in terms of them and what is there in terms of services? Because why I ask this question is
Right.
that several times,
Hello.
just
Yes, Ajay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
There was a blip, no problem.
Hello.
So several times, what happens is, if you book through a platform like yours, whether it's ShipRocket or any other, first place like that, and then there is a platform where you are booking directly, the person who is dealing with it, the pickup partner, sometimes has a very different attitude at several times. How do you manage this? Because then it becomes a difficult position. Is it that they are more responsive towards their own platforms? And this is not the problem of the platform, because they don't know what their pickup guys are doing on the ground. But obviously, the service level, that needs to be communicated. And when you deal with a person like your platform, then you have to, you really don't know how to deal with it, because then you get tossed on to that, to the other partner, to the logistics partner, and the customer is in a lot of a problem. How does that matter? Because this is a very pertinent problem on the ground. I'm telling you with a lot of understanding of things on the ground. Zaiba, is my voice clear? Yeah. Was my question clear? Hello? Hello? Zaiba, is my audio clear to you?
So, Ajay, I'll just brief you about how our platform works actually,
Okay.
and what all additional benefits we provide to the seller.
Okay.
Yes, now it is clear.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Please. Yes, I can. Very well.
Hello, Ajay, can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly all right. Perfectly all right. I can hear
Yes,
you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can.
Okay, perfect. So, what we do, we have our AI-based recommendation engine with us. So, what that engine or algorithm does, we have 4 different priority available with us. First one is the best rated. So, like what we do in this priority option is, we help the seller to choose which partner have performed well on that specific pin code.
Okay.
And it will get assigned to that partner as a best rated. So, like if there is a pin code of Mumbai 40067, which is served by all the partners, but partner 1 have performed well in terms of successful deliveries on that pin code, so it will get assigned to them automatically. The second option which we have is the fastest. So we also check for the TAT, like delivery timeline, when the shipments got delivered to the customer, the exact timeline, 1 day, 2 days. So we give them a faster partner on that, the fastest priority option. The third option which we have is the cheapest. So in cheapest, we check for the cost between multiple partner. If partner 1 is cheaper than partner 2, so partner 1 will get assigned a priority in the cheapest mode. The fourth option which we have is a custom. So in custom, the seller can just set their own priority in descending order, and like first priority is given to partner 1. So all the pin codes which are served by them will get assigned to partner 1. If any pin codes are not serviceable by them, it will get to partner 2, and so on.
Okay.
So that is how our recommendation engine works altogether. Yes. If we talk about if they are working directly with a logistics company or using any of the platform, the delivery boy don't see any difference at all, or pickup boy don't see any difference at all. For them, this is a shipment. But where the exact role we play is, we have, because of power of aggregation, we have certain holding in different distribution centers, different hubs, we do have connection or contact details of there, where if any major challenge is happening on the specific DC or specific warehouse, our operation team can get in touch with their team and get it communicated or provide this information to the seller, etc. Which I believe if they're working directly with the logistic company will not be able to hold that much power.
Right.
Hope maybe
Zaiba.
I will be able to clear the
Yeah.
picture.
This is fine. I just wanted to understand it from your angle. Now, in terms of e-commerce logistics, Zaiba, let's come down to the market scenario as at present. There are only a few platforms, but most there are a number of platforms are growing. Aggregators are growing up. But if you look at it, this whole business of e-commerce logistics, and here I've looked at some report very recently. There was this report which said that it has grown up exponentially. In 2019, it was 2.93 billion US dollars, and by 2027, it is growing by around 11.48 billion dollars by 2027. So it is expected to grow by 18.8% from 2020 to 2027. So there is a huge opportunity in this whole space, and perhaps that's the reason why a lot of platforms are changing a lot of stuff using artificial intelligence and trying to serve this whole space. But the challenge is that this e-commerce logistic market is dominated by two players, Amazon and Flipkart. And 80% of the business, through their captive, you can say e-commerce logistics now. So everybody else is fighting for the 20%. This is what I understand. I hope I have understood this correctly. If not, please put things in perspective for our audience. Now, for this 20%, right?
Yeah.
For this 20% market, that is the playground for players like you. How do you see this playground? How do you see the growth potential for people like you as well as the industry?
Very interesting, Ajay. Now let me also throw some light on a technology or a platform which is which will be starting by a government of India. We all know as in news for a few months, that is ONDC. So just to cut down this monopoly and duopoly of Flipkart and Amazon, government is coming up with a platform called ONDC, where they are planning to onboard as many as retailers in that platform, and they can be a e-commerce sellers and provide the deliveries to the nearby customer altogether. So I believe with the help of ONDC, the entire scenario will gonna change, which we have already seen with the UPI.
Okay.
How UPI have changed the digital transaction in India. Similarly, ONDC will change the entire e-commerce and logistics, e-commerce, I would say, scenario in India, definitely. So there will not be any Amazon and Flipkart dominating this e-commerce industry for now. There will be more players coming up and getting the leap in this industry, which is required by the people of India.
Okay, Zaiba. So, as a co-founder, when you talk to your other co-founders, how do you look at growing within the present space that you have got? What are the ways you can grow? Is it through getting more money, some money from outside investors? Is it that use of artificial intelligence, much more higher level, the Web3 is coming up? How will you differentiate in this changing industry? Because customer needs and demands, even the customers are expecting the same level of service from even smaller sellers selling from deep corners of the country. They think Amazon 2 दिन में देता है, 3 दिन में देता है, आप क्यों नहीं? So their mindset is becoming like that, and the whole pressure is going to come on players like you. So where do you see the growth potential? How does it work? How does the future work for you people, so that you can actually become or reach the place that you were set out for?
So, Ajay, what we as an organization personally believe is what value we are providing to the customer,
Okay.
what value we are bringing to the entire ecosystem. It's not only to the customer, it's not only to the vendor, it's also to our people, because it's a complete ecosystem or complete chain, I would say, where if we are providing value to our customer, if we are providing value to our people, our team, definitely they will be able to provide value to our customer. And if our customer is getting valued, the vendor will be also getting value. So it's a complete ecosystem where each and every partner has to be valued at their respective job or at their respective situation, I would say. And that's what we are doing. In terms of adoption of technology, yes, we are looking to scale our business by providing multiple technologies related to, like, first, now we are only focused, or we are only solving a last mile aggregation problem, which we believe is very much important to get sorted at first level. We are not getting involved into any warehousing for now. We are not getting involved into any local deliveries for now. It's just we have solved a last mile problem, and we are focused on solving that at larger extent, because it will be gonna there for few years as well. And on the other side, to expand or enhance our offerings, we are also getting into international. So there are few sellers within our domestic cluster wants to ship the product to international, and we have also started our international shipping for them. So expansion comes into technology expansion, expanding the different services related to offerings like international shipping, etc. And plus expansion into expanding the people as well, scaling the people as well.
Right, right, Zaiba. Now, talking of, are you people thinking of some, listing on the stock market? Have you got any plans for that, or no plans for that? Are you looking at that at all?
Yes, definitely, Ajay. That is what we have. We as a founder and we as an organization have in our mind, or in our vision, I would say. We are definitely working on it to be listed at national stock exchange and a global level as well. It's definitely there in our mind, and we are working on it. It's just we are putting everything in plan of action and reaching towards that goal.
So, have you guys set up any goal for that? Any time frame for this particular ambition of yours?
Honestly speaking, as of now, the time frame and plan is not yet ready. But yes, what we are gonna do this 2 years, we definitely have planned for that part. But yes, we will be creating our next plan of action to list to the next stock exchange. But yes, that is definitely one of our vision, I would say.
Right, right.
Because
So
what
Zaiba, you
we
have
believe, if
explained.
sorry,
Yeah, yeah. Carry on,
sorry,
carry
sorry.
on.
No,
You carry on.
continue, you continue.
Okay.
So what we
Zaiba,
believe, if sorry, you continue, Ajay.
there is nothing. In fact, I was waiting for your answer because you were speaking, and I'm here to listen to
Right.
your thoughts.
Continue.
Okay. So, Zaiba, you have explained about the business part, about your future plans, how you look at it, how you are using artificial intelligence, the customer uh, services that you are giving, the differentiator, and everything. Now, coming back to the women empowerment plan, you want to bring more empowerment to women, and you want them to be more part of the logistics ecosystem, and you want them to lead more departments and verticals at iThink. What are you people doing in terms of that vision that you have?
So currently, what we have done in the management level, I'm as a founder level, I'm the one woman out of my other four co-founders. It's a male dominated for now, I would say. But yes, I have created, or I am creating sub level and sub department where women can be at leading position. What is my personal belief, because I am core involved in sales part and core involved in meeting people, understanding the perspective. Women are more dedicated towards the responsibility or the goal which they have given. They take it very very seriously if we compare it to the male partners. And we had very few women working for us in the entire organization. In fact, sales also, there were very hardly few women were getting involved or getting opt sales as an option. But now, if I'll see the scenario, it's completely changing. There are many women, or there are in especially in my sales department, many women are taking lead and want to be next Zaiba, I would say. They always tell me, we want to be a position where you are heading a specific department. If they are into CS, if they are into operation, if they are into tech, they literally comes to me and say, we want to represent, I think, logistics at different level where you are presenting now. So we are giving this opportunity to them where they can, be a next Zaiba or be a next leading lady in that specific department altogether.
Right. Creating more Zaibas within your ambit. That's a nice thought. So
Right.
talking about this Zaiba in front of me, coming from such a background, a humble background of yours, and this is my last question. How do you look at the world, at your life, and the journey that you have traversed, and the paths that you have traversed, sitting from where you are at the moment? How does it look? How do you look at all this journey of your life till now?
Very interesting. Ajay, so I would like to share or tell people, you don't need any resources, you don't need any money, you don't need any hi-fi background, like you don't need any big degree to be at position where you want to be. It's just you need few uh, power within few power within you which you already have. It's just you have to reflect in your life, which is like you have to be passionate about. You should have passion what you are doing, whether you are working as a accountant, whether you're working in sales, whether you're doing a receptionist job. You have to be passionate about what you are doing, and plus you have to be disciplined. What I personally believe, I have whatever I am achieving or I have achieved, that comes up with a discipline. Like if I have to get to one meeting, if I have to be there at client place, I make sure I should reach them on time with preparation, everything ready with me. That's what I believe and that's what I do. And another important point would be hard work. You have to smart work plus hard work. You have to be. Uh, you should not be like, this is what I will not be able to do. I need money for that. Whatever degree I have done or whatever education I have done, I have not paid a single money for it. And very very interesting story, Ajay. I was a part of woman entrepreneurship program, which was sponsored by Thai Global and US
Right.
Embassy. And out of 500 plus women entrepreneurs, they selected three women, and the three selected women got an opportunity to travel to USA at their complete sponsorship and got a mentorship from a US based startup. And I was one of them. I didn't pay a single money to travel to USA. The only thing which I did was consistency. There was different round, like this program ran for 2 years completely, where different level of examination were there, different interviews were aligned by them. I was the one who was taking it very seriously. I was applying on time, I was doing consistently, I was being present and interview. The thing which gave me on a part to be like, there were few women who were far better than me, I would say. There are women who are far better than me in this entire ecosystem, but the only thing or key which I believe I have opted was the consistency. I have never neglected anything in my life. Like, ठीक है ना ये आज नहीं करते हैं, कल कर देते हैं. If it has to be there today, it has to be done today itself only. So I took all this thing very, very seriously and worked on it. And I would proudly say, like, if we see the image of people walking in a step and leading to a goal or success wala path, people have just walked the path, but I would proudly say I have created this step by myself. I have built that step by myself and I have walked around. So you don't need any resource, you don't need money, you don't need degree. The only thing which you need is your passion. If you are passionate enough, you can do anything, you can achieve anything. Just go for it.
Just go for it. On this note, Zaiba, it's a wrap on this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live. Thank you so much indeed for joining us.
Thank you, Ajay, for having me here. It's really a pleasure. I really love to share the story, and you have put the questions very well, which came out to the audience, and I believe they will be able to help the audience which are listening to us.